This is homesteading Northwest Florida, Zone 8. And here's my patio again. Haven't finished that. But it is June 8th after a hurricane or a tropical storm Cristobal came through with about 6 inches of rain. But really makes things grow. This is Mexican petunia here. Has new flowers every day. This is a bougainvillea that came back from nothing, and it's got a little pine tree in it, which I'm going to try to transplant towards the front. Evergreen, love evergreens. And this is an elephant ear that I moved because it was in a bad spot that I kept on stepping on it. So I put it in a pot for a while. This is one I just planted out of a bulb like 2 weeks ago. And it is like a mimosa elephant ear bulb that's coming up like crazy. Here is a Vente Cojo banana plant that had 2 leaves on it probably about 3 weeks ago. And it's just going crazy now with all this rain. And here's another couple pine trees that I did not plant, but they got in the soil somehow. And here's a little grapefruit because I planted the seed in here with another banana plant. I forget what this one is, type of banana plant, but that one has huge leaves and gets a new leaf like every 3 days, 4 days maybe. These are a couple palm trees. They're kind of not doing great. Oh, I got some lettuce. This is an eggplant, white eggplant, that I just got this new planter that's raised to keep the armadillos away and everything, and I planted some seeds in here. That's a green pepper plant. There's also green onions in here. We'll see how this comes along. Zone 8A. And here is are my dahlias. And there's also Mexican sunflower. That one's a Mexican sunflower. This is a dahlia that's supposed to be white and purple. But these are dahlias that are yellow. Forget the name of this one. But dahlias do well here. I dug out this bed. It's got good drainage, so that's going well. Oh, and then I got this is a Leyland cypress in a pot, because I like to acclimate them here in a pot and get the root ball bigger before I transplant them into the ground. And I got to prepare an area in the ground. Now these are sunflowers, and that was on my bucket list to grow actual sunflower. I tried it, and those I grew from seed. And I tried it and finally got something going on with that. You can see the dahlias are about 4 feet high. And this is planted on a mound with some other azaleas that are... I'm doing more watering. I've been doing a lot more watering. And here I have, that's some kind of flower, like a marigold, on top of this mound from when this mound is here because when I dug out that big invasive tree, I moved all this dirt. So I decided not to move the mound and plant stuff on top of it, kind of like a raised bed, so it would have some drainage in all this rain that we get. When we get a lot of rain, there can be no drainage. But this is sweet potatoes here, where I just ordered online due to the coronavirus some purple sweet potatoes, and that's all the leaves from that. So we'll see. That's a camellia out there. I didn't water it enough when I got that about 2 years ago, so that because the full sun out there, it doesn't do so good. This is lettuce. Right here by the sweet potatoes, this is also the curled Simpson lettuce. That's kind of like kale. And the lettuce, I don't care if that's coming to seed now. I don't really care. That I want something other than weeds. But this is a Mexican sunflower. All right, then we got a whole bunch of other stuff. Back here you can see all the standing water, basically, because it just rained like 6 inches. Because Cristobal, and it just runs down here. This is kind of like a downward thing. And this is my herb garden. I got some gladiolas back here, but I got basil, thyme, parsley, couple palm trees growing in here, palm tree seedlings. These are doing pretty good. It's a little bit more shaded here, and Swiss chard. And then I got another planter that these were from seed. This is another sunflower, but it doesn't get as much sun. But there's some other stuff in here. These little seedlings with the lobes are Texas bluebonnet. And it's getting a little shaded out and a little flooded in that. I don't know what I'm going to do with those, move those or what. But I don't always have a lot of time. And let's see here. That's some kind of purple flower. This is a rhododendron right there. Then I got a trellis, small trellis with star jasmine, Confederate jasmine. Then underneath this pine tree, I have hydrangea, like 3 different hydrangeas, and they don't like full sun. Yeah, see, standing water here because it kind of slopes away from the building. And I got a hosta. It's called a sun hosta. Camellia, it's a Louisiana type camellia, these two that are doing very well. And that is another hydrangea. Then I got my palm trees I just planted on a mound to help with that drainage when it rains like this. Now this is a flax lily and more gladiolas, and they seem to get so big that they fall over, or I don't have the bulbs planted deep enough. Okay, here we got bee balm and Gerbera daisy, and I got a blue rose of Sharon there. I got another one in my pots. That's the carrots here, and Swiss chard, and then on this trellis I have Confederate jasmine. I have pole beans. Now here's a few beans.